Today, I'm going to share with you 10 ways that you can simplify your life in 2023. Let's hop right in. Stop folding clothes. I know it seems crazy and you feel like, oh no, the clothes will be wrinkled. They work themselves out. The wrinkles. You don't even need to fold your own clothes. You really don't have to do this extra step. It saves you so much time and it makes having the kids help even easier. I obviously don't wad the clothes up into a ball. We set them nicely into a bin or basket, but not folding the clothes has saved us so much time and is seriously simplified my life. Don't buy tools that require other tools in order for them to work. I recently invested in a steam mop. The only thing it needs is water. The mop that I had before had refills that I had to buy. It had pads that I had to keep replacing, and it was constantly an investment, a monthly investment just to mop my floors. Plus, it was just a lot of toxins in the home with the chemicals. Designate a time of day for important tasks. The two tasks that I always recommend you do every day, no matter what, if possible, are laundry and dishes. In addition to prioritizing these tasks, I really love thinking ahead as far as your whole day goes. Let me tell you what I mean. If I don't put a load of laundry in the morning and get those clothes dry, I might actually end up late at night waiting, tell me if this has happened to you, waiting for the washer to finish so I can switch the clothes so they don't mildew overnight. It's really a small thing, but man, it makes a difference when you're not waiting up for laundry. So when you're prioritizing your tasks, your main 2 to 3 to-dos every day, think about what time of day they need to be done. Similarly, I don't want to wake up to a sink full of dishes. So I load throughout the day because I'm thinking ahead. I'm thinking ahead to tomorrow morning when I just want to wake up to a clean kitchen. So pick your top 2 to 3 tasks and then make sure that you're scheduling them in at a really convenient time so it doesn't cause you grief later. Try and organize high traffic areas of your home. So this is not like the living room, which is also a high traffic area, but I mean areas of your home that you get into multiple times a day. For me, this is under the kitchen sink and in the pantry. Those are my top 2. Having these areas organized is really nice. It seriously simplifies my routines, makes everything runs so much more smoothly when I have a grocery pickup, when I'm planning meals, when I'm doing snacks for the kids in the afternoon. And then my cleaning supplies are under the sink. I'm always in there trying to get my products. When I can see them easily, it just makes cleaning so much easier. So pick high traffic areas. Your closet's another one because you're in there every single day. So pick areas of your home that you really feel like, I get in that area a lot, and then organize it. Pare it down, scale it down, and then categorize the items so that you can see everything easily. Going along with what I mentioned earlier about having a little bit more toxic-free cleaners in your home, I am learning to make my own. This is something I am so excited about because not only do I love the idea of living in a more toxic-free environment, it also is gonna really simplify my routine because I'm not relying so much on the store and what they can provide me to get done what I need to get done. If I am self-sufficient and I can clean my house with baking soda and Castile soap and Epsom salts and essential oils, and I have all of that on hand, it's no big deal when I run out of dishwasher pods. I can just make more. I don't have to make an extra trip to the store. In fact, stay tuned for the end of this video. I'm gonna give you a couple of recipes that I've really been enjoying lately. I think it's no secret that I love makeup. I have loved it since I was a kid, and I do not see my passion going anywhere anytime soon. I love it, but having an everyday makeup bag and everyday makeup routine has really helped me simplify my life. My day runs a lot smoother when I know that the things in my bag are things that I wear. So scale down your makeup and only have the things in your everyday bag that you wear every day or almost every day. Something that I am passionately, constantly fighting against is the mentality and the lifestyle of doing it all. Don't feel like you have to constantly be in motion and getting things done. And trust me, I love productivity as much as the next person, but I found that I'm much more productive when I'm not trying to do it all. Take breaks in between tasks. It's okay if you're not constantly on the go. And then complete a task fully before you move on to the next. I find a lot of value in slowing down, pacing yourself through life and not trying to rush. Going right along with this, and I've talked about this last year, pick one extracurricular per child. I do not love the idea of all of us being in different places every night of the week and not eating meals together as a family and rushing to and from pickup. So I have scaled everything back. My kids are allowed to be in one sport or have one activity going at a time. This really gives us back our family time in the evening. I value that so much. I'm not willing to give that up. I used to be that mom that would look around the home and cry literal tears from anxiety and overwhelm. My stuff was completely running me. I would not even know where to begin. Where do I start? What room do I begin in? Everything was such a mess, and I felt like I was a slave to my cleaning schedule. So when I say when in doubt, cut it in half, cut every single category in your home in half. This includes your clothes, your kids' clothes, the toys, the shoes, the coats, the games, the puzzles. Cut it in half and store half of it. If you're not in a place where you feel like you are ready to actually donate this stuff, and trust me, it took me years to be brave enough to actually get rid of my stuff, get rid of my clutter. Just start a rotation. Get half the stuff out of your house. Now, if you're a little bit more invested in the decluttering process, you've built these muscles, you're like, I'm gonna just get rid of it. Even better, get it out of your house. But if you're not quite there, you're not quite ready to do that, you can still start reaping the benefits by cutting every category in half in a few months. If you haven't touched it, declutter it. Get started early. Get started early with planning your kids' Valentine's for their Valentine's Day party. Book your family photo sessions months in advance. Start thinking about family vacations early in the year, not waiting till the last minute as much as possible. Sometimes things pop up and it's out of your control, but when you can plan as much as you can in advance, man, that cuts down on stress. This helps simplify everything. You can find what you need. Let me tell you, there is such a better selection of Valentines when you get them in January than when you get them on February 13th. So try and plan just a little bit earlier than usual, or a little earlier than you think you need to be able to have everything run so much more seamlessly. Have a weekly and a monthly decluttering master list. This is how I did it. This is how I decluttered my home, with a master list. And to make this even more efficient, have a weekly decluttering list and a monthly decluttering list. I will have down in the description box what my weekly and monthly decluttering checklist looks like. And I don't get to all of them 100% of the time. This is a guide. You have to keep up on the clutter or it will creep back into your life. So try and have this kind of scheduled out, planned out, look ahead, know what areas you need to be paying attention to every week and every month. Trust me, when you don't let things pile up, your life runs so much more smoothly and you are so much less stressed. Let's make some homemade toxic-free dishwasher tablets. I have definitely run out of these in the past and I am so happy to know how to make them now. It's really easy. I will have a list of ingredients along with the recipe down below. But for this, you're gonna take a half a cup of borax, combine that with 1/4 cup of epsom salts. Then you're going to need a half a cup of washing soda as well. And you can typically find this on the laundry section. It's like laundry and household cleaner is what it's called. And then you're also going to need a 1/4 cup of lemon juice. It's really fun to watch this fizzle up. I like to add lemon to this, lemon essential oils, but this is what it's going to need to look like. Kind of sandy, a little bit damp. You definitely want this to be able to mold and stick together, but the lemon just adds a real freshness to this. In addition to the lemon juice, I would not skip this step. In fact, I added way more than the recipe calls for because I just love lemon so much. Just press this gently into a silicone mold, and there's absolutely no way to do this without making at least a little bit of a mess. But here's what it's gonna look like. You're gonna let these dry for about 3 to 4 hours, and then they just pop right out of the mold. Here's what you're left with. Isn't that amazing? I got these molds as a set of 2 off of Amazon, and they are just the perfect size. So I will link those below as well. And then I just store these in a little jar that I got from Hobby Lobby. Every week or so, I also love giving my sink and garbage disposal a deep clean. Now, garbage disposal pods are kind of pricey, surprisingly, but this all natural combination is incredible. It is very, very cheap. It's just baking soda with a little bit of dish soap and vinegar. It's so simple. Another kind of fizzy, sciencey type cleaner. It's great. I just pour this down the drain. I let it bubble and fizz. You can add a few drops of essential oil to this as well. In fact, I like adding essential oil after. I kind of have everything rinsed out too. It just makes your sink sparkle, and I love running this through the garbage disposal. So it's really simplified my life, and knowing how to make these, I'm really excited to implement more toxic-free products into my routine. Let me know if you'd like more recipes. I have some other tips for you here on the screen. If you want to click this link, I'll meet you over there.